F-16 jet engine. You are looking at an aircraft turbofan engine produced by the American multi-industry corporation General Electric. It all began in 1973 when the US Navy started operating the F-14A aircraft. Of course, it needed a suitable engine. At first, it was decided to use the Pratt & Whitney TF-30 model, but in the late 70s it turned out that the engine caused problems, so the company decided to improve it. The advantage of the new engine was that there were no more operational problems. However, the efficiency and thrust corresponded to those of the previous model and were lower than the requirements for the F-14. Finally, in 1979, it was decided to use the GE F-101 engine, which was later renamed and became the F-110 GE 400. The engine you see on the screen is a modified version of it and is known as the F-110 GE 100. First created in 1984, it has a two-stage compressor and two turbines. It has a diameter of 1.18 meters and a length of 4.62 meters. The traction provided by this model is a 12,700 kilogram force. It's noteworthy that today these engines are used in the multifunctional fourth-generation light fighters General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon. The fighters have been equipped with it since 1984. Before that, they used the Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines. The reason for replacing the engine was the fact that the F-110 GE 100 had a much higher traction than the Pratt & Whitney F-100. Overburden Conveyor Bridge F-60. Looking at this huge conveyor bridge located in the Elbe-Este district of Germany, one can easily guess why people often call it the Lying Eiffel Tower. A total of 5 such bridges were designed and built between 1969 and 1991 by Tatkraft. This series of bridges was named F-60 for a reason too. The number 60 indicates the thickness of the overburden in meters, which determines the capacity. This bridge in particular, as well as the other 3, are located in different parts of Germany and are still used for open-pit mining. The 5th bridge, located in the Lusatia region, was turned into a large-scale museum in 2002, which anyone can visit. The bridge is 80 meters high, 240 meters wide, and 502 meters long, and the working weight is 13,600 tons. What's more surprising is that with such impressive dimensions, the giant construction can move independently. Its official full name is the Self-Propelled Automated Unit Providing Transportation of Overburden from Excavators to Internal Dumps of Quarries by the Shortest Way. In case you don't know, overburden is a hollow rock that covers mineral deposits such as a coal seam. The structure consists of a main bridge with a dumping side and one or more connecting conveyors that transport the overburden. These supports are equipped with a wheel-rail mechanism. These overburden conveyor bridges are the world's largest mobile industrial technical equipment. The MSC Meraviglia. Cruise ships bring huge profits to their owners, so it's not surprising that they're always trying to build them bigger and more luxurious. The vessel you see on the screen is owned and operated by the Geneva-based company MSC Cruises. It was built at the STX Europe shipyard in Saint-Nazaire, France. The ceremonial launch took place in June 2017. At that time, the MSC Meraviglia was the 4th largest cruise liner in the world. The first 3 are liners of the Oasis series by the Royal Caribbean Cruises. The Meraviglia is 315.83 meters long, 43 meters wide, and 72 meters tall. The dimensions as well as the capacity are striking. The liner was designed to accommodate 4,500 passengers and 1,536 crew members. The MSC Meraviglia is the first of two twin liners, the second one being the MSC Bellissima, and is scheduled to be launched in 2019. Passengers who decide to go on a trip on this liner will find themselves in more than comfortable conditions. Smart devices can be used on board thanks to the near-field communication technology. With its help, passengers will be able to communicate with each other, as well as to watch the schedule of events on the ship and plan their activities accordingly. This high-tech vessel allows you to pay bills, open your cabin, track the location of your family, and even find friends with the help of a cruise map or smartphone. The ceiling of this ship is a 480 square meter LED screen. On this digital sky, you can see a variety of images. Other features of the liner include a sun deck, beauty salons, restaurants, a theatre, an amusement park, and even a water park. The Super Guppy. If you've ever thought about how large, heavy, and oversized cargoes are transported, the vehicle on the screen is the answer to this question. The Super Guppy is a cargo aircraft developed by Aero Spacelines, specifically for transporting heavy loads. Its first flight took place in 1965, and it's noteworthy that although more than 50 years have passed since then, the Super Guppy continues to operate. However, only 5 units were produced in 2 modifications. The very first Super Guppy was built using the fuselage of the Boeing C-97 military transport aircraft, a military version of the Boeing 777. However, it was modified, so its length is 43 meters and the maximum inside diameter is 7.6 meters. Pratt & Whitney's T-34P7 turbine engines increased the vessel's payload to 24,545 kilograms and cruising speed to 480 kilometers per hour. The Super Guppy of the second modification received the prefix turbine. It's equipped with the Allison T56 turboprop engines, and the fuselage was redesigned, increasing the floor width of the cargo area to 4 meters. The length of the compartment was also increased to 33.8 meters, and the payload was upgraded to 24,700 kilograms. The plane you see on the screen is the last of the 5 aircraft produced, and it belongs to NASA. The aircraft is based at Ellington Field Airport in Houston, Texas, and it's used to deliver large-size items for the ISS. The remaining 4 are now mothballed and are located in the United States, United Kingdom, France, and Germany. Harriet. Since humankind learned about electricity and began to use it for their own benefit, the demand for it is constantly growing. People use more and more electrical appliances, which regularly leads to something that each of us has experienced at least once in our lives, a massive blackout. In order to meet the needs of all people, engineers are developing new and increasingly powerful ways to generate electricity. In 2011, for example, the construction of the world's most powerful gas turbine, Harriet, began. It was developed at the General Electric plant in Belfort, France. Its capacity is 500,000 horsepower. This turbine will allow the power plant to generate up to 600 megawatts of electricity, thus providing electricity for up to 600,000 homes.